celebrated the International Tea Day here in Embu County. Embu County now, Your Excellency, just because we are working very closely with you and all other leaders, we have, in a very short time, put it right in the maps of this country and of this world of ours. Clap for our governor for that good work. Embu never used to have visitors before, but now it has become a destination, an international destination for many events and for many things that are happening in our country today. We are hosting the Madaraka Day very soon on 1st of June. We will be hosting His Excellency the President on that day, together with other presidents who he has invited for Madaraka Day. Clap for yourself as Embu County. We will be hosting so many leaders. From 26th, we will have His Excellency the President here again. And he will come here for issues development, not politics, as we are used to when we come to Embu County being visited there before. We will also have the Prime Cabinet Secretary coming the next day. And we will also have the Deputy President coming on 30th. This is to show you that Embu County has become what it was not because of good leadership. I think that is very important to appreciate. Today, we are talking tea. And anybody who has visited Embu County, especially Manyatta constituency, here we are, and Runyenjes, knows whenever you fly over those two areas, they are the most green because of tea. And sometimes we forget that we have to be very futuristic when we are looking at this land that has been occupied by this green. And I'm very happy to listen to the leaders of the tea sector. I was very happy to listen to you guys, especially our head of research on tea. And I feel that we know what we want to do. We know what is supposed to be done. The question is, are we doing it or not? And that is the challenge I want to put to the leaders that lead this industry of ours. That tea should not be left and should not be used to enrich a few of us, whereas our farmers are languishing in poverty. And I say that because the few months I've been the member of parliament and I've been doing a lot of research on what we can do on tea. I realize that every single document that I have read clearly says what is supposed to be done on this sector. I'm very happy that today we are talking about changing into specialty tea. I think that is where the money is. And if you ask our Excellency, she will tell you that she has a very big plan on issues, aggregation, and industrialization of this county. This is because one of the challenges we have had is we have been people who give other countries raw materials. When we give other countries raw materials, they put some few things and package our tea and sell it back to us in a way that they buy very cheaply, but we buy it back at a very high price. The secret to our enriching our farmers is to ensure that we do value addition. And there is no secret about that. We should also not forget that the bosses of the tea sector are our farmers. Let the farmer be central of every discussion and every policy and every single thing that goes on in the tea sector. We went wrong when we made other people that trade in the tea chain become the sayers, the movers, and the people who speak when it comes to tea. Farmers must be brought back to the central part of this discussion. I want to appreciate the leaders we have had here in Embu in the tea sector, the chairmans of factory and everybody else, because we have not heard of any big issues since you guys came in to lead these factories. Clap for yourself, tafadhali. I want to appreciate that the government of His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has come in with a bang when it comes to tea. We are debating now what we call the finance bill. And many people have different opinions. But one thing that we are agreeing on, and I want to fully endorse the proposal of removal of VAT on value addition things that are used in tea value addition. Clap for His Excellency the President. I welcome that move. I also welcome the move of removing the tax levied on railway tax that has increased the cost for our exportation of tea. I think that is also very important to appreciate. Thank you so much, His Excellency the President. I also want to appreciate the subsidization of the fertilizer that has come in handy for our farmers. Because the fact that we have reduced by half the cost of fertilizer, it has definitely increased the price and the bonuses that our farmers get. And let it be reflected in our next year budget, in our next year bonuses, when they are being given out by our friend, the KTDA. It is very important that whatever we are putting as effort, it should be brought back to the farmer as more money so that we can also appreciate what the government is doing. And I'm saying that being one of the people who has been taught, mimi nimefunzwa na majani chai, na hakuna vile ningekuwa hapa mbele yenu leo kama si majani chai. Mimi nimefunzwa na nimelima majani chai kwa sababu I know the potential we have. I appreciate more forums like this, especially near our farmers, so that they can be able to actually appreciate what is being talked about by the leaders in this sector. Your Excellency, I think we as leaders of Embu County, we need to actually stand strong and defend this crop. I want to promise the tea stakeholders who are here that by the fact that I'm in the National Assembly and being a member of parliament of a place where tea is largely grown, I want to promise you I'll be a champion of tea in this country so that even policies that are coming, they can be policies that help our people and that empower this crop 100%. One of the challenges that this issue of value addition has brought is the issue of packaging materials of tea. I had a privilege to meet the CEO of Kericho Tea, and that is tea that almost everybody uses in this country. If you go to any hotel, Kericho Tea is one of those tea bags that are on the table. And I was shocked to hear that even if it is said it is made in Kenya, that he has to buy tea from our auction in Mombasa and then go all the way to Egypt to do packaging, then bring it back to Kenya and take it to other countries as tea from this country. And that is why I'm saying that the fact that the government has proposed to remove the tax on packaging material of tea is something that is going to bring a lot of money to this country. And because that is something that is going to change the sector, please, I want to appreciate and say that if we do that, let's have more factories, not only in our country, but also here in Embu County. We want to ensure that the packaging of tea starts here. Let's have the specialty tea from Rukorire, from Kathangarire, and other places, also on those tea bags, so that we can make the bags that come with this packaging and value addition. I think that is very important. Our factories have the best tea, and I want to appreciate the factory called Kathangarire. That's where I come from. I've heard you guys were number 3. If there is such a competition, I want you to be number 1 next year. So do whatever it takes to become number 1. The other factories that have also been ranked very well, it shows that we are serious farmers and we can be able to do things that are not being done. We shall be able, and I know Your Excellency, you will help me in this. We want to ensure that His Excellency the President is able to know what we want to do. And I'm happy with the proposal that were made by our board member. We should be able, as a county, to enrich tea, increase the production, and also be able to ask. And this one, we are going to do it and try as much as possible to ensure it reaches to His Excellency the President, so that the lines that you guys want to install in those factories, the orthodox tea lines, and tafadhali KTDA, please let's not go for expensive loans that are going to ruin our farmers and reduce the cost, reduce the money they get. Let's go for grants. Let's go to World Bank and IMF and other places where we can get good loans so that our farmers don't die and they have already installed those lines. I think that is very important. Tea fair trade. And I also want to appreciate that you guys are doing a lot of CSR work. I know the board member is constructing something at his place there in Kanja. Then we have a school in Kenga that you guys have helped to construct classrooms. So we want to encourage you to continue doing those CSR things for our county, because I know very well that we are the people who ensure all these sectors run and they are able to move on.